They fake it to Henry. Levis on the move. Wide open. Okonkwo up to 30. Still going. Okonkwo finally pushed out of bounds. Here's Henry. Derrick Henry inside the 20. Now he's got the 10. He's got a touchdown.
You got this inside duo happening, and he just rides this wave. Starts it front side to the right. You got the double teams in the middle. Rides the wave to the backside. Runs away from the cornerback. For a big man, he can move it.
And Folk boots it. McKenzie races over to his right, bounces out to 10. McKenzie fields it on a hop. And there goes McKenzie. Isaiah McKenzie with great speed down the sideline and knocked out of bounds just shy of midfield. Big penalty, moves it all the way to the 36-yard line of Tennessee. Minshew to the air, taking a deep shot for the end zone. Pierce, he's got it! Touchdown! His first touchdown of the season!
As you're going to see right here at the end, he does a great job of getting both feet down, dragging that for...
That's the 20th false start of the year against Tennessee, second most in the NFL. Levis hit as he throws, and it's, for the moment, a loose football. Julian Blackmon had it.
Will Levis drops back to pass. His arm gets hit, so is the ball loose? Or did he push it forward? To me, that looks like a forward pass. Yeah. Now, the question then becomes, is it an interception by Julian Blackmon? We have Gene Sarator here to give us some clarity. Gene, what are you thinking? What do you see?
I'm going to do my best. What they did, you guys are right on this end now. They ruled this pass by Will Levis was a fumble push forward.
I think
it's going
forward.
I feel like he has control.
First and 10 for Tennessee. Levis, a screen to Henry. There goes Derrick Henry, tripped up from behind. Julian Blackmon was able to bring him down.
And the coverage in the back end helps that out.
3rd and 10. Levis to the outside. He's got a first down to Chris Moore. On 2nd down, it's Henry. He's got a head of steam again. Henry out of bounds.
I like them using some misdirection, trying to keep these linebackers for the Colts off balance.
On 3rd and goal, Levis with time to the end zone, incomplete. Booze raining down as Nick Folk comes out from 24 yards away, and he's now made 75 in a row inside 40 yards. 3rd down and 5. Minshew, and that is incomplete. The running back, he's already rushed for 59 yards and a touchdown so far today. They fake it to him here. Levis looking for Hopkins. Does he get the feet down? Yes. Here is Spears, the rookie. And he cuts across the 40-yard line for 9 yards. Levis fakes to Henry, looking for Hopkins. He's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal, Tennessee.
Will Levis to drive that ball down into the seam.
And Henry drives it into the end zone. Titans go no huddle. Derrick Henry.
A big shot downfield to DeAndre Hopkins, and then Derrick Henry just bullies his way.
And running back and goes in motion. Minshew swings it to him. He's got his first NFL catch. And he takes it down the sideline. Here's Moss. Bounces off one with a flag down. And Moss is pushed back, and the second flag comes in, and that could be a face mask.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense. Offside, defense, number 93. That penalty declined. Personal foul, face mask, defense. That penalty is accepted 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic, first down.
I'm not so sure.
Sometimes a penalty is exactly what you need to get you back on track.
Minshew dropped the snap, picks it up, throws on the run. He's got Branson down there. Was he in bounds?
Yeah, had both hands.
Controlled that all the way through. Excellent play.
Minshew back to the air. And he's got Pittman. And Pittman out of bounds inside the 10. From the 5. Downs in motion. Minshew to the end zone, incomplete. make it a 7-point game. That Gay having a good season for these Colts.
Stronger as the season has worn on.
Saw Spears is back in the game. Levis hit as he throws and incomplete. In the direction of DeAndre Hopkins, and it's 4th down. Minshew throws, and he's got Downs, the rookie, and he races up across the 30 for an 8-yard gain. On 2nd down and 10. Minshew on the slant, he's got Pittman again across the 40 and shoved down at the 43 by Murphy bunting. A pitch to Moss, back to McKenzie. He swings it to Minshew, looking deep, he's got Granson, he's got it! Granson at the 10 and down at the 5! Oh, those tricky Colts!
Halftime have to come back out on defense.
Michael Pittman right here at the bottom of your screen. He's been their most targeted guy in the red area this year.
Minshew looking his way. Pressure's coming. Minshew steps up. Nowhere to go. And he lost the football. The Titans have it.
I think this is a run all the way.
Hand off to Spears. There's the run. And he spins his way to the 11-yard line.
Force their hand because they have empty formation back here.
There's nobody over the middle of the field defensively for Tennessee. Minshew just throws it away. 46-yard attempt for Gay in his first season with the Colts. And Gay is good. Just barely with 4 seconds left. Minshew to Pittman, and he's got the first down into Tennessee territory. Murphy bunting on the tackle, but not before Pittman, which is one way to put it, between Simmons and Autry about who has a better game. I think money is exchanged at times. Pittman has got the first down inside the 25, and that's his 5th straight game with at least 8 receptions. This is the 14th play of the drive. Minshew wide open, and that is Pittman again.
Of this, and then go for it on 4th down might be in his mindset.
3rd and goal. Minshew dumps it off to Moss at the 10. Nowhere to go, and he's tackled at the 5. 23 yards away, and his kick is good. So an 18-play drive. Levis, pressure coming. He locates Spears. Spears is tackled at the 35, short of a first down. Stonehouse punting for the 5th time today. And that one's blocked! The Colts got it! Scooped up by Stewart! Touchdown! The Colts with a special teams score!
In this replay, he's number 20 here. He just cuts right underneath the edge blocker. That's as easy as a block as you'll get. He almost took it off his foot. Stewart scoops and scores. Barely see his name, but we're telling you because of his hair. But special teams coming up huge for the Indianapolis Colts today.
And the Colts will go for 2. Minshew rolling right, throws it back, and it's picked off. Going the other way is Amani Hooker. And Hooker is going to go the distance. 2 for the Titans.
But what you see a lot of the times is the quarterback rolls to the right, and they usually shovel pass it with your left hand. He decides to throw that overhand, misses high over the middle of the field, and Amani Hooker just takes that thing back to the house. But it's risky when you go over the top and you don't shovel that thing low. There's chances of that ball getting batted up in the air. So many times you see the quarterback shovel with the left or underhand pass it with the right to keep that ball low and avoid any ball security issues.
Yeah, high passes often lead to tips, and when you tip, we've been doing this since we were in.
But it all started with the block punt.
Certainly, that's got to be on his mind a little bit as well. 3rd down and 5. Levis lost the football. Who's got it? It looks like Levis fell on it. Quiddy Pay knocked it free.
But this is what you want to see if you're Indianapolis. Depth at the rushing positions, getting after the pass.
Another block! It's loose! Scooped up by the Colts again! Alubi recovered it. after it was blocked by Tony Brown. Up by 3. Minshew to Moss, trying to get to the outside. Moss at the 5, and stiff arms his way down to the 4-yard line.
Right.
3rd and goal. Minshew slips a bit, in trouble, and he's sacked. Arden Key, along with Harold Landry. Afternoon, from just 28 yards away. Play clock at 1. Gay is good. A moment ago, carted off the field. Henry on 1st down. Derrick Henry with a bruising run, and he picks up 9. 2nd and 5, play action. Levis dumps it down. He's got Wiley, the tight end, and he's still going. Wiley still on his feet. Spears back to Levis. Pressure coming. Westbrook-Akine is wide open. Still going inside the 20 and smacked down at the 15. 2nd and goal. Levis to the end zone. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins.
Well, this is beautiful. DeAndre Hopkins fakes to the outside, comes back to the inside. It's man-to-man coverage. Good execution by the Titans right there.
So Tannehill holding to give the Titans the lead, and it's no good. Folk misses the extra point.
That's what happens when you don't bring extra guys. You drop 7 in the coverage.
Minshew to Pierce on the slant, and he's tackled a yard shy of a 1st down. These Titans fans as loud as we've heard them all day. Minshew, quick pass, Downs, runs into his own man. Derrick Henry being evaluated for a concussion. Tajay Spears, the running back. 1st down and 10. Levis to Hopkins. And at the 30, did he get the feet down with the ball in his hands? There's some discussion. No signal yet.
To not give you free access on the outside.
2nd and 10, Levis looking for Hopkins again along the sideline. Is this one going to be good? Yes! Hopkins to the 44, a gain of 21.
Back, excellent throw from Will Levis.
Levis to Okonkwo at midfield, upended, inbounds at the 47-yard line. Levis, ball's up for grabs, and it's incomplete. Tajay Spears did a great job to try to knock that ball down.
After review, the quarterback fumbled the ball forward. It was recovered by his teammate. However, under 2 minutes, the ball must come back to the spot of the fumble. It'll be Tennessee Titans ball, 2nd down and 17 at the 47-yard line. Tennessee has chosen to take a timeout in lieu of a 10-second runoff.
Levis to throw. Steps up, he's looking deep for DeAndre Hopkins, and it's incomplete, out of bounds. And that stops the clock. And now the Colts are just going to take a knee and send this one to overtime. What a wild game. Derrick Henry is in the locker room being evaluated for a concussion. Tajay Spears is in his place, and Spears down the sideline. Jalen Jones catches up to him. Play clock at 1. Spears handoff, and Spears is cut down, and a flag comes out. That could be a face mask.
That's what it looks like it's going to be.
She'll hit.
Unless they're calling holding. Oh,
offense.
Wow.
Number 79.
Oh yeah, they called
10-yard penalty.
They called that on the
Second down.
rookie Jalen Duncan.
Play action. Levis over the middle, broken up and nearly picked, and now a late flag.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
Yeah.
Ball he pushes the spot of the foul, automatic. 1st down.
Very well could be 4-down territory here for the Titans. Back to Spears. And he gets the 1st down. Nudges his way inside the 40. Burks goes in motion. Levis steps up, and he's got Okonkwo for another 1st down. Hopkins at the bottom of your screen. Levis rolling that way, looking for Westbrook-Akine, and it's incomplete. 45-yard attempt for Nick Folk. away, and it is good. Minshew to Pittman on first down in the strong hands of Pittman. 3:05 left. Minshew, here's the deep shot, looking for Pierce. He's got it! Pierce at the 5 and down at the 2.
They've got the same look, man-to-man coverage up top.
Second and goal, Minshew going back that way. End zone, touchdown, ball game! Colts win! Michael Pittman does it! Last year, the Colts 4-12-1. This year, there's a new sheriff in town, Shane Steichen, and the Colts are 7-5.
Excellent design, good play call, excellent throw from Gardner Minshew. This is how you put the dagger in at the end of the game.